Hey guys, I would like to show you just a bit of an example of what you can do in the tool. So if you look here, our first screen is the table of contents. You can just get an outline of everything that is in the spreadsheet. I'm going to our next tab. This is where you'll see the 50-30-20 calculator. This is the methodology that the budget is based off of, and it's basically a way of splitting up needs versus wants and other expenses into 3 buckets. It auto-populates, so if you change the salary amount, the amounts allocated to each of the categories will change as well. So just show you how to do that here. Type in 2000 and you see how that has updated needs versus wants, which is savings and debt. To give you an overview, here's our year summary tab. All of the inputs you put in each of the months will show here, so you can get a very nice picture of your spending throughout the whole entire year if you use the spreadsheet regularly. You can also place your monetary goals here for the year to set your intention. Moving on to the next tab, this is January, just to give you an idea of what each month's tab will look like. There's graphical depictions of how you're tracking towards your budget, and just to give you an example of how the totals pull in. If you put in the amount, the date, the category from the drop down, maybe a little note about what it is, and then the amount, just type $30 here, that will pull in above. And see now under transportation we're showing $30. So you've got about 200 rows that you can use, and you can always drag down the formulas longer if you're a big spender and need to input more expenses. And you'll see here that this does tie to the 50-30-20 method seen in the calculator on the first tab. Just to give you a purview of what you can see on the net worth calculators. Here you can input all the information from your personal accounts, all your money, all your debts, anything like that, for January, and then track what you have at the end of March. And while nothing populates automatically on the first tab, because I don't have access to your bank accounts, it will pull in totals for the months going forward as a starting point for, like for example here, you have the totals for March from the last tab. And next, just slide down here a little bit. It's a pretty big file. You'll see I've included a travel budget here. My website, Travel Wonder Grow, focuses a lot on travel, but you can use this budget for any other major expenses you plan to have over the year if you want to do a very detailed look at them. And just change the title, change the name of the categories, and use as you will. And finally, just looking at our last tab here, nothing fancy, but this is just where the data for the drop downs is located. So if you want to change your categories, and I recommend you doing it to what suits your budget best, just type in the changes here, and then of course make sure you go back and change the same names of the topics that you have listed in each of the budget tabs, so that the formulas pull in appropriately. It's important for the names to match what's in the drop down. And so set those categories at the beginning of your budgeting, and you shouldn't have any issues there. I hope you find this tool useful if you decide to purchase it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at Kristen, Christn, at travelwondergrow.com. Thanks. Bye.